What's going on, Stratters? Here are the plays I'm looking at for 419. So to start with, I'm looking at Apple. We have a 3-2. I'm looking for a 3-2-2 reversal to the upside, entry after 166.60 for a price target of 171.27. After we break that entry, we want to look for that little bit of a pullback before we jump in. Make sure we reconfirm the previous high of day is still a good level of support before we move on to the upside there. So that's going to be a bullish play that we're looking at for Apple. Next on the list is AMD. Very similar setup. It's a 3-2-2. Again, we're going to be looking at a 3-2-2 reversal to the upside, entry after 95.16 for a move to 98.39. That'd be our first price target. And then you have your downside, obviously, with a little less magnitude from entry after 91.64 all the way down to 89.65. So that's going to be AMD, very similar to Apple. In fact, they're probably going to move very similarly as well. So keep an eye on them. Next one on the list is NEO. NEO did exactly what we thought it was going to do today. It went 3-1-2 down, so it hit our price target and then some. So what we're going to do now is look for that reversal to the upside if things continue to look bullish into tomorrow morning. So 3-1-2 happened. Now we want a 2-2 reversal. So entry would be after 1964. To the upside, and then we have the 2 down continuation, which would be an entry after 1851. Again, anything you do, definitely look for playing time frame continuity. I avoid the 1 bars on the inside there just because they like to kind of teeter totter back and forth, consolidate, and chop, stop you out. So I usually wait for the breaks before I get into my plays. So we have NEO. Next one on the list is DraftKings. Played this today again, went 2-1-2 to the downside as expected. If you got in after my entry around 1621 and rode it down to the first price target of 1591 with the $16 puts, you probably did well, assuming you took profit when you didn't get greedy. So now what we're going to be looking for is a 2-2 reversal to the upside, entry after $16.45. First price target is going to be 1687. If it hits the first price target, what I'm going to do is tighten my stop loss for a further move to 1721. That's my game plan there. I'm going to tighten my stop loss, make sure that I stay in, keep my profits, even if it's a couple bucks. Downside play, break underneath 1556 would take us down to 1497. So we are coming towards the bottom of a broadening formation as well. So we'll be looking for that bounce if we do drop. CCL is next on the list. Again, we played this today. That failed 2 shooter looked too juicy to pass up. So the downside play, the entry was after 1945, and our price target was 1878. Didn't quite get there, got to 1897, but that definitely put us in some good profit. So what we want to do now is look for a 2-2 reversal, which I doubt is going to happen unless we have some very bullish after hours movement. Considering we closed down here at 1904. But anything's possible. So downside play would be break under 1897 for the first price target of 1878, and then a further price target of 1836. So that is going to be CCL. And then we have Ford. Ford went 3 on the day. That was a little unexpected. Instead of respecting the failed 2 shooter, it just went 3. So what we now want to do is look for a play to the upside. That's what I'm going to be doing. Why? Because I like the magnitude of this massive move here. That this is the next area that we're going to be looking at. So entry after or above $15.79 for a move to 1662. Wait for that little because it is such a big move. Wait for the pullback that happens, and then go to the upside with the play. Last but not least, we'll look at SPY and QQQ, and then we'll call it a day. So we have a 3-2 on SPY. Now, again, we're looking at a move to the upside, a 3-2-2 reversal to 444.73 would be nice to see. And if the market continues to look the way it does after hours into pre-market, that's quite possible. So keep that in mind. That entry after 439.75 to the upside would be $444.73 would be your first price target. Downside would be a 2-2 continuation. Not really actionable, but it's up to you how you want to play that one. So if it does break the low, then you are going to be looking at your first move to 433.19. So if it does break the low, I'll switch down to a lower time frame, like the 30-minute, the 15-minute, wait for a little bit of a pullback to come back up, test that previous day's support, and which is now going to act as resistance, and then come back down further. And then we'll finish this off with QQQ. Very similar setup to SPY. We just have a lot more magnitude to the downside. 328.40 if we do break the downside of 335.79. If we do go up to, it'll be a 2-2 reversal at that point. So we would be looking at an entry after 341.04 for a move to 346.97. So either way actually has some pretty good magnitude on QQQ. So keep an eye on what tech's doing and make your determination there. All right, y'all, that's going to be a wrap. Happy trading. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and definitely subscribe. Thank you.